guys, welcome. I'm glad you are coming to these classes and enjoying these videos and continuing to move and stay fit at home. We're going to start on our back today, so you can make this very comfortable for yourself, laying on the carpet perhaps. If you want to grab a pillow, it could be useful just for a few of these postures. So having a pillow close by and then mat if you want, or lay on the carpet. We'll come right onto your back. So laying down with your legs, your hands lengthened out, palms faced up. Just allow your body to relax. We'll take a few long breaths. And then take the right knee up to your chest, fingers interlaced over the right shin. Ease the right leg closer, perhaps making gentle circles with your right shin, the right knee. So you're feeling the right hip socket deep within, exploring the sensations. And then with your left hand on the right knee, move the right leg across the body towards the floor on the left side. So your left hand on top of right leg, gently look towards the right. We'll take 3 smooth breaths. And then lengthen out your right leg, so we're coming back to center. In a moment here to relax, to stay heavy and passive. And then move the left knee up to your chest, your fingers over your left shin. Rotations, movement. Just aware of how it feels deep in your left hip. And with your right hand on your left knee, move the leg towards the floor on the right side. Right hand on top, left arm away, and look towards the left thumb for 3 long breaths. Begin to straighten out your top leg and shift to center. Bring a bend to the knees, feet on the floor. We'll lift your feet off the ground so the shins are parallel. Hands onto your thighs. Start to push into your legs while the legs resist. So we're warming up your abdominal muscles. Hands are pressing into your thighs. Legs are pulling back in. For 3, continue pressing firmly, waking up the low belly. For 2, and then lower the feet down onto the floor. Arms by your sides. Move your knees left and right, back and forth. And take both of your knees up to your chest, your hands on your shins. Give your legs a hug. You could rock yourself left and right, back and forth. And your feet back on the floor, left arm overhead. Roll onto your left side. And then press yourself upright. We'll just bring the feet together so your knees are wide, the heels come close to your pelvis, hands on ankles. Start by lifting up, grow tall. Reach the sternum forward, and then fold over your feet. Back upright, and shift yourself to a tabletop position. So both hands onto the mat, scoot the seat back, shins parallel to the floor, your hands underneath the shoulders. So broaden the upper back, inhale to look up and lift your tailbone. As you exhale, bring the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone underneath, your gaze towards the navel. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale to look up, tailbone lifts, biceps forward. And Round in as you exhale, chin to chest, look towards the navel, push the hands. And make your way back up to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes underneath. You could stay here for a moment or play with floating the knees off the floor. Hold for 3. Keep your low belly drawn in. Hold for 2. Lower the knees back down. Toes point away. Hips to heels. Walk back. We'll bring the fingers to interlace in front. The heels of your palms touch, as do the elbows. Move your wrists in a circular motion, just lubricating the wrist joints. And then going the other way, rolling the joints around, forearms, elbows connected. Release, give it a shake. Hands back on the floor. So again, shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round in, chin to chest, push the hands. 2 more. Inhale, biceps forward, heart forward. Exhale to round in, the deep arch of the spine, push your hands. 1 more time. Inhale to look up, and we'll tuck your toes underneath, float the knees, and inch off the floor. So again, you're keeping the low back long, keeping the navel drawn in, biceps stay forward, your core active for 3. You're gripping the floor, not dumping in the wrists. For 2, let's take a full breath in. Hips to the ceiling, down dog, exhale. Keep your biceps forward so upper back is broad. Bend one knee, then the other. Back and forth. And rise up to high plank. You can lower the knees right down to the floor. Take a full breath to lengthen. Bend the elbows and lower for 5. Keep your hips lifted. For 4, core contained. 3, keep your spine long. For 2, we'll touch the ribs first on 1. And your hands can lift first, then your chin, chest off the mat. Lower back down, hands down, chin touches. 2 more times, thighs are strong. Lift the chin, lift the ribs, lift the hands. Come back down, just like a back sit up. Do this 1 more time. Lift everything up, hold your feet still connected to the floor, and lower down. Press your knees, press your hands to tabletop. Open the knees out wide, hips back to heels. So your forehead down, elbows down, relax. And gently rock your hips side to side. And rise back up, tabletop. Toes tuck, hips lift, down dog. Bend your right, bend your left, back and forth. With a bend in both knees, walk your feet up to your hands. So your ragdoll, folded forward in a passive state. Hold the opposite elbows. Sway yourself left and right. Back and forth. With a gentle bend in both knees, hands on thighs, press up to stand. So with your feet about hip width, relax the shoulders back and down. We'll bring the hands to prayer in front of your chest. Our intention with this next portion is just to keep your mind still. So we've done this a million times for those who practice any sort of hatha practice as a pranayama breathing. Full breath in. Interlace your fingers, hands down as you exhale. Gaze on one knuckle. Inhale the hands forward. So you're keeping the gaze locked. Lift your chin to feel a stretch to the front of your throat. Flip and out your mouth. Interlace the fingers, hands pressed to the floor. Keep the gaze on the same knuckle. Inhale the hands forward. So you're keeping your gaze locked. Lift the chin, reach, expand the sides of the body, and out your mouth. Like you're encouraging a yawn. HA, interlace and press the hands down. Let's move through one more cycle. Inhale, really slow. Gradual inflation of the lungs. Continue filling, expanding, look up, reach, flip, exhale. Interlace and press the hands down. We'll bring the hands right by your sides, your palms faced forward, shoulders broad, long, low back. And like a string is attached to the ceiling of your roof of your mouth or the crown of your head, lifting yourself upright. And we'll shift your weight into the right leg for you. Open up the left knee. Your heel to the ankle, foot to the calf. You could move the foot further up if you choose. Hands in prayer. You can lock your gaze on one point, let the low belly draw in. Hold for 3. Keep the rib cage lifted, stay tall in the spine. For 2. And then move the left knee forward, release the limbs. Shift the weight to the next side, open the right knee. Heel to ankle, foot to calf, foot to inner thigh, up to you. Your hands up prayer. Just going to focus on pushing the standing foot down, like you're lifting your ribs, lengthening the back of the neck. And then try to relax the muscles around your eyes. The tip of the tongue can touch the top of the roof of the mouth, the place of the edge of the back teeth. So you're touching the tongue at the top of the mouth. Take one more smooth breath. And then shift the right knee forward and release limbs. Bring the arms up so your forearms, your upper arms are parallel to the floor. You can stay forward or to your side, whatever's better for you. Start to lower the hips back and then down. The weight stays in the heels. We'll press the heels to rise back up. Hips back and down. Squeeze the glutes to lift up. Back and down for 6. Squeeze the glutes to rise. For 5. Back and down. 4. Squeeze glutes to rise. 3. 2. For our final 1. Rise up and then fold forward. So hinge at the hips. Hands to the mat. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. With a bend in both knees, send your right foot back, lower the knee down. Your hand on the thigh, rise upright, fingers interlaced over your leg. Lift up and press the hips forward. Gently lift the gaze, lift the heart. 3, 2, and on 1 we'll lower the hands down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg, push into your front foot to rise up. The shoulders back and down, thumbs point away. Keep your belly drawn in, hold here. So your left hip is back, right thigh is strong, low core contained. If you want to go to the next level of increasing the work on the front leg, you could extend your arms, but do your best to maintain the 45-degree angle along the body. 3, 2, hands back down on 1, bend your back knee, move the right foot forward. Lengthen your spine, breathe in, and fold as you exhale. One more time, lengthen. Bend the knees, hands down, left foot back, left knee down. Untuck back toes, right hand, right leg, rise up. Your fingers interlaced over the right thigh. Lift, hips press forward. So the gaze floats up, the heart lifts up. A bit of a curve along your spine. 3 breaths. Come back up, your hands down to frame the front foot. Tuck your left toes under. Straighten your left leg, push into the right foot, rise up, shoulders back and down, thumbs away. So your thighs strong, low belly drawn in, right hip back. 3, 2. And again, your arms could move up by that. We'll hold for, let's take 2 more long breaths. And when you're ready, hands come to the floor, bend the back knee, move your back foot forward. Lengthen up, breathe in, and fold as you breathe out. Press your feet to rise up, hands high, and your hands to prayer in front of your chest. Let's stay here, take a full breath in, and hands by your sides. A little bit more, so your toes stay close. Inhale to rise up, interlace the fingers, lean to your right as you exhale. Come back up, other way. Let's do 1 more on each side. So rise high, lean right, lift back up, and lean left. We'll come back up, hands go wide. Bring the hands to the low back behind you, so palms face in. We'll grow tall, lifting your heart up, and then lean back. So you can fire up the glute muscles, lift the sternum for the sky, elbows close. 3, 2, and rise up on 1. Bring your arms out wide. We'll cross in front of you. Give your body a hug. So your left arm on top, right arm underneath. If you choose to use eagle arms, you can lift the right arm, then the left. Give it a little squeeze, opening your upper back. With your inhale, go wide, broad. And we'll take the next side. So your right arm on top. Hold shoulders, that could be good for you. Or we're lifting left, then right. A breath here. And release, give it a shake. We'll sweep the arms up, breathe in, look up. Do your best to fold forward, hinging at the hips for 3. It's nice and slowly folding for 2. And your hands come to the ground on 1. Lengthen your spine. Bring a bend to the knees, hands down, and walk the feet back. You can lower the knees if you want. We'll take a full breath in. Bend the elbows. 3. Keep your core strong. 2. And touch down. Stay here. Look to the right. Your left ear on the mat, hands by your sides. Three breaths. And we'll flip your palms to face down. Open the feet wider, chin up on the floor. Lift the chin, ribs, hands, feet, knees, thighs. Hold for 3. 2. And lower down the other way and relax. Place your chin back on the floor. We'll do this 1 more time. Chin, ribs, hands, feet, knees, thighs up. Hold this. 3, 2. This time the hands will come on the mat. Lower down. Push the knees. Lift the hips first. And then push your hands. Come upright. Tabletop. We'll walk your knees up. Knees behind wrists. Take a seat. Allow your hands back behind you. You can walk the hands away, maybe the elbows down. You can lift your hips up. Hold here. Do your best. Of course, if you want to go to one side to stretch the quadricep, then come back over and go to the other side to stretch the quadricep. You're welcome to do that as well. We'll hold for 3 more breaths wherever you are. Your hands come underneath your ankles. Press the elbows to rise up. Come upright, hands on the floor in front. Walk back, down dog. 3. You bend one knee then the other. 2. And 1. We'll lower the knees. Spin yourself to your back. Your knees bent, feet on the floor. Take your right heel to the ceiling. Then move the right ankle onto your left thigh. It's closing down now. Right hand could press the right thigh away. We're keeping the right foot engaged, right toes towards right knee. You can lift the foot off the floor, perhaps the hands both grab the left thigh, or maybe you're threading through to interlace fingers behind your left shin. Rock left and right. Lower your left foot down, right foot down, take the next side. Left heel up, feel the stretch under the leg. Left ankle onto the right thigh. And you can use your left hand to press the thigh away, toes towards left knee. And your right foot off the floor, both hands on the right leg, perhaps threading through to interlace behind the right shin. Rock left and right. 3 breaths. Lower the right foot, lower your left foot. Lengthen up your legs, palms faced up. Close your eyes. Just take a moment here to let your body feel calm, to notice the tingling that's still lingering in your body. The muscles in your face softened. The breath be slow and smooth. Let the mind feel clear. And take this moment to practice that sense of peace and calm. Even when this video ends, even when you're off doing your daily stuff, try to keep this feeling. Everything relaxed. Maybe even a gentle smile. It's all going to work out. Everything is exactly as it should be. Thank you for caring about your own wellness. Thank you for caring about your health, your long